cute. I've had that in my collection since 1980. But I've got it out to show you because it reminds me of something that I'd seen around about the same time, which I haven't got in my collection. There are quite a number of toys which I've missed, and I regret saying so, but it's a bittersweet memory. This is a toy that I missed, which is similar to this, but much, much cleverer. Designed by Japanese, around about 1980. And it would have started, I think, probably as just that, a carriage. When you set it going, out would emerge this one and then the engine. The engine would have hit a buffer here, and then just as this other one's done, it's reversed, goes back into itself like a telescope, and re-emerges. It'd be a double front-engine power source in the middle. It would emerge and start pulling and forming the blue and then the yellow carriage at the back, and that would go in and out like that, in and out, for quite a bit of time until the motor ran down. What a marvellous idea that is, and I did try following it up at the time, but the trail ran cold, and so I've got to just have a memory of something I wished I'd got. I think I'd like to show you a few more of these, the ones which, it's in some ways it's quite a good thing to have a bit of angst about it, because sometimes one of them might appear and I've enjoyed the pleasure of anticipation all those years. So this is another one I will be looking for, and it might appear sometime, I don't know. But this is a famous picture from Victorian books in the 1890s when they're showing all these spinning tops that had been invented in the West at that stage, all mechanical ones. This is the one that caught my eye because I met a fellow designer, Patrick Ryland, who I've known for many years, but just before I met him, he had one of these or something similar and had sold it off. I wish I had it still. It's a fountaining top. Have you ever come across it? He said you just had to have a large saucer or plate like that with a nice slope on it. You fill the middle with water, so you've got a pool of water in the middle of the saucer, and you set the top spinning on the edge, which is dry all around it, and it slowly slides down because it's under gravity. As it hits the water, it starts being driven, at least the water that's inside starts being driven up the Archimedes screw until it comes to the top and it splashes out like that. What a wonderful concept. It starts off dry. As it goes into the pool, it starts fountaining. And the Victorians invented that. It was available there 150 years ago or something. And I wish I had that in my collection. Oh well, oh well. Here's another once, which is much more recent, and this might yet emerge, because it's one of those clever things which should be made more often. You have, it's actually it's the same glass turned over. You have a glass which is a double glass like that, and this is the base of the glass, and this is what you're being served in an aperitif, like a sherry. And when you finish the sherry and the meal's about to start, you're invited to tip it upside down and put it on a coaster, because there'll be a little bit of moisture still inside it. And you have this situation during the meal, where you've got white or red wine or whatever your taste is, while this is now the base. So instead of having two separate glasses, a wine glass, a sherry glass, you have the thing in one piece. Very, very clever. I very nearly bought it, and then when I looked again a few years later, it had disappeared. Another heartache, another heartache. And I've got a number of umbrellas in my collection, more like 50 or something. This one, I rather think I've got this one. But what I've seen came out at the same time was this wonderful one of the dome of St Paul's Cathedral. When you stand down in the very centre of the cathedral, looking up at the wonderful dome roof, you see that vista there, which is marvellous. So if I ever come across that again, I'd have to buy it. Well, the last one is something that I also should have got. I suppose it would have started looking like that, vaguely like a gun, you hold it like that. And when you push the button, so you take the jacket off, when you push the button it springs open and whoosh, it says bang. It doesn't make a bang noise, it just says bang, because the bang is the top canopy of the umbrella as it's facing you. That's something I wish I had in my collection. Toys I want to get, but I've not succeeded so far. Well, perhaps they're in your collection. Huh.